Hi, I am Mishael Witty, author of Believe in Me, a sweet contemporary romance / women's fiction novella, and I wanted to share an excerpt with you from the novella in this video. So I'm going to be reading what used to be the beginning of the old version, which is available on Amazon right now for $1.97. I'm reworking it. I'm currently in the process of reworking it, making it longer, making it better, I hope. And that will be released on May 1st. So, this is still in the book. This part that I'm reading right now is just not the beginning like it used to be. So, without further ado, I will start reading. Trina guided her light blue 96 Geo Metro into her parents' double-wide frost-covered driveway and shut off the engine with a sigh. I don't want to be here right now. I should be back at the office going through that mountain of paperwork. She rested her head on the steering wheel for a moment and groaned. Then she lifted her head to stare up at the beautiful rust-colored two-story brick structure, complete with blinking multicolored Christmas lights, which her dad had forgotten to turn off again. She'd spent most of her childhood and all of her adolescence in this house. She was assaulted by a rush of both pleasant and unwelcome memories for which she wasn't quite prepared. Trina fought the flood of liquid emotion, took one more deep breath, forced a smile to her face, and opened the car door. Her mother rushed out of the front of the house before Trina could even turn and shut the car door behind her. "Trina, baby, it's so good to see you," her mother gushed. Her dyed platinum hair was loosely held back in a jumbo hair clip. Several strands hung down her neck toward her silk-clad shoulders. Trina attempted to widen her pasted-on smile, but the result was more like a smirk. She accepted her mother's hug gratefully. "Hi, Mom. How are you?" "So glad you're here, that's how I am. It's been ages since I've seen you." Actually, it had been almost a year to the day, but Trina didn't want to think about that last cold Christmas night when she had run out of the house in tears. "Is Dad inside?" Her mother nodded her head vigorously. "Yes, of course, he wouldn't miss your arrival for the world." And, Trina didn't want to be the one to bring up her sister, but she needed to know what she was facing when she went inside the house. Suddenly, the glittery pavement seemed so interesting, her mother wouldn't lift her gaze. She kicked a loose pebble with the glittery toe of her navy Jimmy Choo ballet flats. "She's not here yet. She still has a few more finals to take today. She's driving down first thing tomorrow morning." Trina exhaled a sigh of relief and hugged the older woman tighter. "It's good to see you, Mom." Her mother didn't raise her head. Trina?" There was something in her mother's voice that alerted Trina to a possible storm brewing. "Yeah, Mom?" "Walt's here." "What?" Trina's heart exploded inside her chest. Her arm dropped from her mother's waist. The dam of tears broke free and ran in silent rivers down her round cheeks. She looked back toward the safety of her Geo Metro, the one thing in this world she'd been able to count on since college. Her mother raised her head and squared her shoulders. "Now, Trina, baby, listen." "What?" Trina said again, in a harsh whisper that took all her energy to muster. "What could I possibly need to listen to?" "Trina, you've been separated for nearly a year." Trina flashed an angry look in her mother's direction. How could Mom take his side? And why would she even let him come here? "Right. And do you know that the average grieving process takes at least 2 years to go through?" "Oh, Trina, they say that when somebody dies," her mother started. "Somebody did die. Me. Mrs. Walt Melton, and my dreams of a happy life and a future with the man I loved." Her mother huffed. "Well, now you're just being melodramatic. Walt is in there, and he's looking forward to seeing you. He's really sorry for the way things happened, and he's changed so you wouldn't recognize him now at all." Trina snorted. Oh, I doubt that." Her mother's eyes narrowed. Trina almost shivered at the sight. "There's no reason to take that tone with me, young lady." Trina's mouth dropped open in disbelief, for fear of her mother washing away. "Are you kidding? Aren't you the one who invited him to be here?" "Well, no. No, I didn't invite him. Not really." "What does that mean?" "I just happened to mention that you might possibly be here, and that he might want to drop by." "You happened to mention this? When did you see him?" Her mother looked down again, pouting like a toddler caught drawing crayon pictures on the wall. "Oh, I ran into him the other day at the grocery store. Do you know he's bought the old Weatherby place just outside of town? He says it's a good place to write. He's doing very well for himself now. Sold one of his books to a major publisher. It'll be released in the fall, I think he said. Anyway, naturally, we started talking about the holidays coming up and about you. Naturally, Trina muttered, realizing that she'd tuned out most of her mother's Walt is great speech. She really wasn't in the mood to hear it. Her mother frowned and firmly placed her hands on her hips. Well, he's here now, so you might as well go in and say hello. Besides, your dad has been dying to see you. Trina frowned. She really didn't want to go in there to see Walt, but she really missed her father. Why can't Dad come out here to see me? But her mother was already pushing her toward the door, the frost crunching under their feet as they walked. Okay, maybe just an hour or so, and then I'm out of here. Trina gritted her teeth. She bumped into her mother's favorite red and green beribboned lighted blue spruce wreath hanging on the open wooden door as she made her way into the foyer. She followed her mother into the living room where she knew her father and Walt were waiting for them. With every step, she wondered why she was doing this. She wasn't able to come up with a satisfying answer to her question. And that's the end of that excerpt. If you visit my website, my books page on the website, look around there for some text excerpts. I've got a couple posted, also on my blog. It's the same excerpt. And I hope you'll take the time to look around and get to know me and get to know the book, and hopefully you will enjoy it. Thanks for watching.